Hey, good morning YouTube. How you guys doing? So it's Thursday, I think it's June 6th, give or take. We're getting ready to head up to Shady Grove, PA to go pick up our second OD load with Admiral. So it's going to be our second OD load. It's 10 wide, nothing too crazy. But wow, would you guys look at this sky here today? There's another Pete part next to me. This guy, he's always here. But the sky looks real good today. It's been on and off raining. But we're here. We're gonna have a story time later today after we go get loaded. We're gonna have a story time. I got a lot to tell you guys. A lot has happened in the last couple days. It's been a disaster, to say the least. Oh yeah, the Port of Baltimore. We're gonna have a good story time. But yeah, we're gonna get up here. We're gonna try to get up there before 7 o'clock to try to get loaded. We're gonna go down to South Carolina with this OD load. So yeah, let's get going. Hey guys, alright, so I couldn't record them loading because they have a policy against it, but we're all loaded up. We got our banners, we got our lights turned on, and we are getting ready to hit the road. I'll do a quick walk around so you guys can see it, and then we're going to get out of here, and then we'll do a ride along, we'll do story time. But we got a crate, we got all the lights going on up there. We got 2 bearings for excavators is what it looks like. So I'm taking this on my phone, so hopefully it's going to do a good job, but you'll see it right here. And we got 2 of them. They put this tarp on. I didn't have to do it, so that's cool. They nailed it down, so hopefully it rides. But yeah, so we had another interesting trailer problem. When I was doing my walk around, it looks like well, none of the taillights worked again. And what happened was the plug came off on this one, shorted out to the inside of the trailer, and it blew a fuse. So I got to figure out a way to keep those plugs from coming off those lights, because it keeps shorting out and blowing fuses. So I can't risk that with an OD load. I don't need that DOT problems. But yeah, this is what we got. I think it's pretty cool. I wish I could have got the forklift loading them for you guys, but they just did not want any of that. So I got to respect their wishes. I did put 2 bungees up here. We're going to have a little bit of flap going down the road, but that's all right. No big deal. So yeah, we're good to go. Everything's working. All the lights are on. So yeah, we're going to cruise down to South Carolina, and we've had a terrible week. I mean, this week has just been horrendous. I'll tell you guys all about it when I get down to, when I get on the road, and we'll do the ride along. But yeah, let's get out of here, and we'll catch you guys here in a minute. All right, guys. All right, let's get out of here. I don't think we forgot anything, which is a huge plus. Let's go down here and give our security guy down here at the gate our badge. Let's see if we can go sling some miles down today. This is such a cool yard. There are so many different types of cranes. They have man-o-walks and link belts and groves. I mean, it is just everything. I mean, this place is just super, super cool. I've delivered here quite a few times, and I've picked up here a couple times. Actually, the first load I had hauled from Admiral was out of here, if I come to think about it. It's like going down memory lane. Yeah, these cranes are cool. And the guys who operate them always seem to make a lot of money. I've never seen a broke crane operator. I've seen a lot of broke truck drivers and owner operators, but I've never seen a broke crane operator. All right, we are almost out of here. So our first stop is going to be in Troutville, Virginia. I was going to say Troutman because I was thinking of Rambo. To get fuel. It's $2.99 according to the Wex app. So I'm all about that. I am all about that. Because I have not had a good week. This week has just been horrible. I mean, absolutely horrendous. Let's see if this guy's going to come out to us or... Oh, yeah, he's going to come out to us. They usually do. Oh, yeah, this is the guy. I've dealt with this guy a lot. He's cool. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Yeah. Those two Barons back there.
Oh, okay. You're kind of low. I need a copy of the bill of lading.
Oh, yeah.
You get 3 of them. Yeah, that's why they make so many. I just need one.
Do you want me to sign one of them?
Yeah, down at the bottom right-hand corner, yeah. They make a bunch of copies and then they don't tell anybody what to do with them.
Yeah, that's about right. Hey, happy D-Day.
What's that?
Today's D-Day.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
6/6. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. I think it's what, 80 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be 80 years.
80 years.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
All right, sir.
All right, man.
You have a great day.
Hey, you too. See you.
See if we can squeeze out of here without ripping a box off. I'm sure they'd get a little upset about that. Easy. Easy, easy. Oh, yeah. So I don't know if you guys garden out there, but the wife and I and our youngest boy planted a garden last year, and it really didn't do much of anything. I built this raised bed out of cedar and put a lot of work into it, and we got some stuff out of it, but it didn't turn out as well as we had hoped it would. Well, this year, my wife said, babe, we should move it to the back side of the house instead of on the side of the house. And I said, okay. So, and she was very adamant about it. She said that I think this is going to work a lot better. So we moved it this year when I forget what we did, but we took all the dirt out of it and we moved it. And then we planted our garden this year. Well, she was 100% right with moving it because it is so much better this year. I mean, our cucumbers and zucchini plants are massive. Even our tomatoes are just doing phenomenal. So I would love to build another raised bed for next year and do the same thing again, because it is fantastic. I can't wait to make like homemade salsa and maybe get a recipe for like homemade like spaghetti sauce or something. I don't know. When I was a kid growing up on the farm, you know, Mom used to cold pack everything. She would cold pack, and you know, we'd go deer hunting, and she would cold pack the deer, like we'd cube it up. And I still remember, I mean, it was very simple. In a quart mason jar, her recipe was very simple. 3/4 a jar of water after you cube it up to the top of the bottom of the flange, or where it narrows at the neck. She'd fill it up 3/4 with water, and then she'd put a teaspoon of salt in it, and then she'd cold pack it. And then, I mean, we had it with everything. You know, she'd make deer gravy, and I mean, it was awesome. We'd do it over potatoes, over rice, over mashed potatoes. You know, because we didn't have much, but what we did have, you know, we were thankful for. And yeah, it was just one of those things. So I'd love to get back into like cold packing and canning and doing all that stuff, especially with this economy, groceries. I mean, I went yesterday to the grocery store and got a couple things, and it was $209. And I mean, I didn't even get a whole lot. It's just crazy. Let me get out of this. This spot right here is absolutely horrible, because you can't see around the left here. Yep, and there's a trash truck coming. You can see a little bit over there to the right, but I can't see because the way it's angled, I can't see what's coming to the left at all, especially with the trees and stuff. Oh, okay, we're good. You just got to kind of pull out and pray. Yep, you got to pull out and pray. But hopefully the garden does real good this year. I'd love for it to give us a pretty good bounty. I know we got squash, zucchini, we got poblanos, jalapenos, red peppers, green peppers. I wish we would have planted some green beans, but we don't have room for it. I would love to have some green beans. Cherry tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes. I think we got some heirloom tomatoes. We got all kinds of stuff. And there's something else I'm missing, but that's all right. You guys get the point. So I'm pretty excited. It's looking real good. Every time I get home, I've been taking pictures and video of the garden just to see how it progresses throughout the summer. Maybe I'll do a time lapse, you know, because I'm always using CapCut and doing stuff on there. So maybe I'll do a time lapse and give it to my wife. That'd kind of be cool. But yeah, when we get out here to 81, I'll do a little story time of the hellacious week that I've had. And I mean, it has been, I have made negative money. It's just been so bad. And I'm definitely thankful to get this load, or I would have been in real trouble. But I do have to make a couple calls here very shortly and try to get a load out of South Carolina to come back home for Friday. So I guess I really need to get on that before the day gets away from me. Because yeah, I don't need that. I'm definitely going to need to be able to have a load. Well, actually, while we're sitting here, I'll just go ahead and start the story. So, last week I picked up a load of shingles on Friday in Evansville, Indiana. And they went to Hagerstown to a Lowe's. And it paid not great, but not terrible. You know, it's shingles. You're not going to get $5 a mile for shingles. It's just not going to happen. So I hauled it. It got me home. I was able to see my family, go out and have a good time. So that was all good stuff. Are you going to stop? Because I'm going. Yep, good deal. You stopped. So we got home. I delivered that Monday, so it started my week at, you know, about 20% of where I want my revenue to be for any given week. So I was at about 20% on Monday morning. So I had 3 loads booked all out of Baltimore for picking up Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And that would have got me to about...
Your driver here, the truck stop. Want to get back in the cab, but my truck is late.
Sorry about that. If you guys heard that, people on the radio aren't that smart. So, if I would have ran all 3 loads as I planned, by Wednesday I would have been at about 60% of where I wanted my weekly goal to be, and then I'd be able to either run 1 or 2 more loads for the week, and things should have been relatively okay. Alright, so I get down to the Port of Baltimore on Monday, and I don't have my TWIC yet. I've applied, it's in process, I'm just waiting for it, but I can't make the government go any faster, you know what I'm saying? So, I get down there, I get loaded up. Well, let's back up. So I arrive, and the paperwork that was sent to me from the agent who received it from the broker was not the correct paperwork. So the paperwork that I had printed out, because they want physical copies, was not the right paperwork. So then the port gets very upset at the carrier, or who actually has the freight to move, not my agent, because they didn't give me the right paperwork. So there was some saltiness. So I got the paperwork, and then the paperwork from the agent that the agent received from the broker was duplicated. So it was the same piece of paper twice, same serial number. I was picking up excavators. So you got to go off the serial number. So the port says, all right, you're going to go pick up 1 machine. It's at E25. Have a nice day. So me and my escort, we go get that machine, and we go and deliver it. Or we go get it loaded up, and I leave the port. At this time, it's 4 o'clock. The port's already closed. They're not accepting anybody. I'm about 40 minutes from the house, because I'm going home. You know, it delivers relatively close to the house. I'm going home. I'm going to see my sons, and, you know, we're going to go about the business, right? All's good. You know, I get about 45 minutes from the house. The agent calls me. Hey, how many machines do you have? 1? Well, you're supposed to have 2. Well, that's news to me. I didn't know anything about this. How was I supposed to know? The paperwork says 1 machine, same serial number. Nope, you got to go get the other machine. The port's closed. I'm already gone. So there's no way for me to go back and get this machine. So then the broker of the freight calls, and the broker is a trucking company, and they brokered it out to another trucking company. And then this agent, or this broker, starts yelling and screaming and cussing and getting all upset and raising holy hell and this, that, and the other, and throwing a tissy about how I'm an idiot and the company I work for is an idiot and we're not qualified and all this crap because I only have 1 machine. However, the paperwork that was forwarded to us was 1 serial number. So how am I supposed to be a mind reader? So long story short, I get screwed. The person cuts the rate in half, and I'm like, okay, well, I already got 2 other loads booked. I'm not going to go back and split this load and go get the other machine, because then I'm losing even more money, because you already took half the rate and I paid an escort, so I'm hauling for free at this point. And I can't do that. You know, I don't know anybody out here who can, but I sure can. So I wake up the next morning, which was Tuesday morning. I get rolling. I'm not in the truck 15 minutes. I get a call from my agent. Hey, they're blowing us up. Is there any way you can run that other machine? We'll make it right. just go pick it up. So because I have tremendous amount of respect for the agent that I'm working with, they're great people. Not the broker that the load came from, but my agent. They're great people. So I went and got the load. Because I'm like, you know what? They've been done dirty. I've been done dirty. I'm just going to go run this load. And that's just what's going to happen. So maybe good karma will come my way. So I drop off that load. I go back down to the port. I get the other load. I pay another escort. I'm just, you know, running freight to run freight. I mean, it is just asinine. But I know that I have a really good load picking up Wednesday from the same carrier, the same broker. So I'm like, you know what? And then I had a load. So by this time in the week, I had booked a load on Wednesday delivering Friday morning, and I booked a load from Friday morning to Monday morning of next week. So I was already booked out a week. So I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I'm just going to run this load. I'm going to do what I got to do. I need to do this, you know, so I can be there for my family. So all right, I'm going to do what needs to be done, even though I don't like it. Sometimes, you know, that's how that's how the chips fall. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I go down there Tuesday. I pick it up. I deliver it. Okay, great. I head back down to the port. I get back down to the port at a little after 10 yesterday. Today's Thursday. Obviously, yesterday was Wednesday. I get down there. I call my escort on my way. I'm like, hey, I'm on my way. I'll be there by about 10. Yep, we'll have somebody for you there. No problem. So, cool. So I get down there. Hey, we're stuck. It'd be after lunch. Okay, fine. So I get back in there. The escort comes and gets me at 12:30. We get back to the building. I wait in line. I'm third in line. Awesome. Now the port is a madhouse. I mean, the port is an absolute madhouse. So I'm like, all right. So I'm in line. I'm ready to go. I'm like, I'm going to get these 2 tractors going out to Illinois. I'm going to go pick up my boy. We're going to go on a road trip. This is going to be great. Everything's going to be great. And then I'm going to get a load coming right back to the house for Monday. And then I already have a load booked for next Monday going to Michigan. So I'm in it to win it. No problem. Life is good. You know, I'm like, we're rolling. They open and they come back from lunch at 1 because they take a 2-hour lunch because they're union. And so I get up to the window. I give the lady my gate pass and my bill of lading. And she says, you got to go to lot 100. You're at the wrong place. Okay, cool. So I go over to lot 100. It is so thick with trucks over there that you can't even park. I mean, I'm out on the road at the port because the lot and everywhere around the lot is so packed full of trucks that there's nowhere to be. So the escort's like, man, this is not good. We're going to be here all day. And I'm not kidding, there was 85 trucks, but they kicked a lot of us out, so there was more than 85 trucks. And that's what I'm going to get to next. So I get out, I'm standing in line, a lady comes over, she grabs my gate pass, she said, and she tears it. She's like, you got to go. We're not loading you, come back Friday. It's like, do what? She's like, yep, these guys have been here since 6:30, 7 o'clock. We're going to be here until 8 o'clock tonight loading trucks. We're not loading any more trucks. Come back Friday because we're still going to be loading these guys tomorrow because my guys leave at 5 o'clock. So whoever's not loaded by 5 has to get loaded tomorrow. So come back next week or come back Friday. I'm like, what? I've been here since 10 o'clock. Doesn't matter. Leave. She like literally tore my gate pass. So I was done. That was that. So I called the agent who I booked the load through, and he was obviously upset. And he's like, man, what can we do? I'm like, there's nothing we can do. So I had two loads booked from this agent out to Illinois and back. Well, I lost both of them. So the Port of Baltimore, and this is the main point of this whole story, the Port of Baltimore is so screwed up and such a disaster that if you're not there at 6:30, 7 o'clock, you might as well expect to be there all day. And if you don't have a TWIC, you're even more screwed, because now you're paying for an escort $75 to $65 an hour just to wait, and it's not good. So I got kicked out. Another driver got kicked out, and apparently CH Robinson was told to tell all of the carriers out there that they weren't loading any more trucks, but I guess the message didn't get relayed to every, phone tree member that it needed to get relayed to, or email gets sent out, whatever. So yeah, so I didn't have a load. So then yesterday, I get home and then I get on the boards and I find this OD load, and I call about it and I'm like, oh, thank God. So I booked this, but now I need to get a load for Friday back home, because I don't want to bounce from South Carolina to Newport, which is where my next load goes, empty. Like, I don't want to do that. So I need to definitely get on that. Oh, there's some DOT over there. Oh yeah, they were out this morning, facing the same direction too. So needless to say, I lost essentially. So the first load that I picked up Monday, that I delivered Tuesday, that rate got split in half. So I lost a load there. I lost half a load. Then I lost the other load that I had booked up Tuesday for Wednesday, because I had to go back and get the other half. So essentially I lost another half, which is a whole load. All right, so now I've lost a load and a half. And then yesterday I go and attempt to pick up a load, and then I lose that load altogether. So I've lost 2.5 loads this week. I've literally made no money. I have lost money, and it has just been not a good week to be an owner-operator out here. And everybody says that, it's springtime, it's summertime, it's an election year, things are going to improve. Well, I don't see it. Maybe you guys have, but I definitely don't see it. And I try to be so proactive with booking freight and planning ahead so that I'm not wasting time. And it is just not, it's been real hard. I mean, it has been real tough. Market conditions are tough. Rates are tough. People don't want to work. And then when you do everything you can, somehow something is going to go wrong and you're just going to get, blasted with variable change that you haven't accounted for whatsoever. And that's pretty much where I'm at. So it has been a very interesting ride. That is for sure. But we got this load. I'm very thankful for getting this load. It is at least going to get us a little bit of coin for the rest of the week. And then we'll try to get a load coming out of the Carolinas heading up north, and that's what I'm going to do now. So as soon as we get across the river over here, I'm going to make some phone calls and see what I can find out. There was a load out of South Carolina to Williamsport, which I just went through, but I'm assuming, since I haven't heard about that load this morning, that I didn't get it. So I'm going to make a call about it and see if I'm going to have any luck with that. But yeah, to all you guys out there, that are out here with me, and owner ops, I know you guys feel it. It's very tough, and for you guys thinking about coming out here and joining and buying a truck and getting started, this ain't the time. I'll tell you that. Unless you're independently wealthy and have a ton of money, this is not the time to be out here, because it is tough sledding. And you can plan and think about every possible move on the chessboard. So it has been raining on me all day, but we did finally make it to North Carolina, So we came down 81, we hopped on 77 there at Withville, and now we're cruising down here, and we just got to North Carolina, which is fantastic. We're pretty happy about it, and it just stopped raining. We did stop in Virginia to get fuel because we were out of fuel, but it was pouring the rain something fierce. So we're pretty happy to be out of the rain. And now, yeah, we got 220 miles to go. We're making pretty good time. And if everything goes right and traffic holds up, we should get down there probably around 7 o'clock. I don't plan on making any more stops. We did a 30, we did a load check. I will make another quick load check here in a little bit. Check the little tarp that they have on the gear back there, or the bearing. We're gonna check it out and make sure it's all good. And by some miracle, which never happens, the North Carolina southbound scale was closed, and I can't remember a time that I've ever came into North Carolina and that scale's been closed. So I found, but the northbound side was open, but the southbound wasn't. So that was nice. I didn't have to pull in and do all that. But yeah, we're gonna go through Charlotte. I looked at the permit. It says go straight down 77 right through Charlotte. So yeah, we're taking this all the way down to 20, and then we'll take 20 down, and then we'll take a couple side roads, and then we'll be there. So yeah, we got about 4 hours to go, if that. It's 3 now. We'll be down there, around 7. So that's nice. My wife went and got our dog back from training today. He's doing great. So they're all happy. All the boys are all happy that our boy is back from training. I hope I can put together a little video for her about him. That would be nice. But yeah, we're just gonna cruise along and enjoy the scenery, man. North Carolina's beautiful. I love coming down here. DOT is not very gracious down here, so I'm gonna mind my P's and Q's and do what we're supposed to do and do it the right way. And yeah, we're just gonna cruise along. And I saw that my short had almost 3,000 views in a couple hours. So for me, that's awesome. So I just want to thank you guys. If you guys are watching this later, obviously it won't be today that you see it, but when I post the video, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to like, and the guys who've made comments. Man, I appreciate that. It's really great. And so I love interacting with you guys on any level, and I just think it's great. So appreciate that. Glad you guys like the videos and stuff. And yeah, we'll keep on making them. And for me, I just get joy out of it, so that my family, my friends can see how it is out here. If they ever want to know, what Steve's up to, or how's Steve's life, here it is. You can literally watch it, at least a little bit of it, in this crazy world we live in. So I'm just gonna cruise along. But yeah, thank you guys very much, and for that. And if you're watching this later, refer back to it. Here's your shout out. we're getting off 20. Summer is definitely upon us down here in the south, I'll tell you that.
Continue on US
It is 90 degrees down here. Huh. Well, that was interesting. There's no traffic light there. Huh. It's wired for one, there's just not one there. Alright. Well, we are getting closer and closer. I think I've stayed at this Circle K before. It's been a while, but I have stayed there. Yeah, it's pretty down here. I like South Carolina. I like the South, just a lot of people down here. A lot of people. But I'm going to cruise on down through here, and then we're going to make a turn here in about 7 miles and get in on US 78, and then we'll take that up to the delivery. So, yeah, we're almost there. We're about 1.8 miles away. And then we are going to take the straps off and we're going to be done for the day. Nice little pull-up right there by that general store that was there on the left. That's cool. Oh wow, look at that old plantation house there on the left. Oh man, I hope you guys saw that. That was awesome.
1 mile. Allow down 32A Charleston Highway.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Oh, that's absolutely plantation land over there. Wow, to the left. Oh, I wish you guys could see that. That was beautiful. Those big elm trees back there. Oh, man. So when I satellited it, or in Google Earthed it, it looked like there was a big, like, open field, but the driveway, it looked a little snug to get into. So it's right up here somewhere. Yep. All right. This is it.
Charleston Highway on the line.
Oh wow, there's railroad tracks right there and everything. Yep, and they said there's room to park in front of the gate. Awesome. Which is true. I wonder what side I'm gonna need to go on. That I'm not sure of. Oh, shipping and receiving straight. All right. Let me get squared up here along this fence line. There we go. All right. All right, book it, Dano. We made it. Yes. Oh, I wonder if these gates swing in or out. I think they're gonna swing in. Yeah, because of the latches over there. All right. Well, guys, we made it. This is great. I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna grab my tripod. I'm gonna set you guys up on that. And we are going to get the straps and all the banners and everything off. So yeah, let me get the APU fired up because it's 90 degrees outside. I'm gonna get the tripod, fire up the APU, get that going, and then yeah, let's do a little work before. Well, we've made it. So that is a victory. But it is so hot out here. Kind of makes me miss winter. Oh, I lost the flag. Huh. I sure did. So I'm going to show you guys the importance of doing load checks. So I did one about 2.5 hours ago, but I lost my corner flag that was right here because apparently a bungee broke because I had a couple. Oh yeah, because it was hooked to the tarp and the tarp is just shredded. So because the tarp is shredded, because it's not a tarp designed for this kind of use, yep, so I lost the flag. And then down here, this bungee down here has just been hanging out, getting a little road rash. So yeah, fantastic. That's why we're supposed to do load checks right there. Yep. Yeah, this one was going to come off too. Yeah, this tarp's seen better days. But we got it here, safe and sound. So that's what matters. Really hope they're not trying to save this tarp, because it has definitely seen better days. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, he is flying. Well, I'm sure you guys heard that sheriff. Well, sheriff deputy. He went flying down the road. Yep, he was in a hurry. For sure. Yep, he was in a hurry. Car showed up right there. I don't know if they were wondering what I'm doing here or what. Huh. Weird. Oops. Probably wondering what I'm doing. But I'm wondering what they're doing. I'm gonna need to get a wrench. Yep. Huh. Now another car showed up. Weird. These things are the absolute best. These magnetized flag mount holders. I don't know what they're technically called, but I know that they got the little rubber feet on them so they don't scratch your paint, but they work awesome. And yeah, it's bug season in the south, so the blue badger definitely needs a bath on the way home tomorrow. There's literally no doubt about it. Oh, I got a wave. That's nice. Oh, it looks like a kid drop off. Oh, nice. Custody agreements and all that, yep. I know how that goes. Yep. Well, we have one flag that's stuck, so I'm gonna have to bust out the wrench, but that's all right. All right, guys, let's get some straps rolled up, shall we? There we go. How's that? Does that work? My portable screen is dead because I used it too much today. Couple more straps and we're done. All right. Let's take a little tour. As you guys can see, this tarp did not hold up to the drive, but this guy did. So that's awesome. Tuck that up underneath there. Oh, look at that nice hole. Wow. Do you even notice this plywood just started to shred? Oh, what are you gonna do? But well, we got everything done. We got everything put away except our straps, which we're gonna do right now. And then I'm gonna go have some dinner. So let's do that together. And then we're done. All right, guys. Well, this guy is not messing around. Good morning. So I just came back here, spun around, and as you can see, he is getting ready to unload the first one right there. So he's gonna unload the first one. This guy was awesome. We talked about cranes. These are crane bearings. So I got told at first they were crane bearings, and then I was told they were excavator bearings, but they are absolutely crane bearings. And they fix broken cranes here. They refurbish them. He was telling me all about, they're working on a crane right now that was laid over at a wind farm. Wow, look at that thing. Wow. Oh, that is super cool. That is so cool. And there he goes. Look at that old forklift. You'd think he would have went in a little more, but that's all right. But yeah, I'm really glad that I'm gonna get a little bit of this video this morning. I didn't think I was gonna get any of it because my my GoPro was dead, so I had to start charging it real quick. Here, let me wipe off the screen. I think you got a little condensation on there. Yeah, it's cool in the truck, and it's a million degrees outside already. And here he comes for this other one. Just trying to stay out of the guy's way. Super, super cool. Wow, look at that thing smoking over there. Oh, that's awesome. Think about the amount of weight that old girl's moved in her day. Here he comes. He's coming in. Yeah, so as soon as we're done here, oh. Well, that's a scratch on the trailer that it won't buff out. Oh man. Well, look at that crate just falling apart. Do you guys see that? Oh wow, hopefully the bearing doesn't fall through. Oh yeah, these crates are not looking good. There we go, he's got her now. He's got her now, yes. Fantastic. Awesome. Helped him out a little bit right there. Beautiful. Look at the tracks on that thing over there. He told me that those tracks right there, they go on a machine that when it's fully loaded out, it'll weigh over 1,000,000 pounds. And what happens when these cranes go out and they roll over, it's because they don't prep the ground for the amount of weight. And so the ground caves and then they just fall while they roll over. It's crazy. Man, I couldn't imagine. Think about the crane you're gonna need to undo 1,000,000 pounds. But that's the last one he's got, which he said he's gonna go get another forklift for that. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, this was a good load. I appreciate the agent who got me it. It was great. It was a fun little ride. We're gonna leave here. We're gonna go up to North Carolina and we're gonna pick up another part of crane parts going to the house. So I'm home this weekend. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. So I'm gonna get the bill signed and then I'm gonna get on up the road. So y'all be safe out there. Get some work done. Toodles.
Gotta find my way to you, even though you're never